Top 10 Genetic Engineering Essay Topics. Is genetically engineered food the solution to the world's hunger problems? Genetically engineered food has the potential to solve the problem of world hunger. You can review arguments and evidence for and against using genetically modified food as the solution to this problem. Consider its economic feasibility, environmental sustainability, and possible health outcomes. Based on your findings, conclude whether genetically engineered products should be more widely adopted to combat food insecurity. Ecological effects of the release of genetically engineered organisms. In this paper, you can review the environmental effects of genetically engineered organisms. We suggest you pay attention to their heavy reliance on fertilizers and pesticides and their competition with natural plants and animals. Given all the ecological risks involved, is it justified to continue investing in genetically engineered organisms? The ethical issues of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is a highly controversial issue, especially when it comes to modifying human tissues. You can explore various ethical dilemmas concerned with this technology. For example, should we neglect the safety of natural plants and animals to let GM crops grow? Or, given that genetic engineering can rid us of bad genes, shouldn't it be mandatory? Genetic engineering and eugenics comparison. Eugenics studies ways to increase the occurrence of desirable heritable characteristics in humans. It is often associated with the Nazis, who used it to justify their treatment of Jews. Although genetic engineering serves different purposes, it can be used for human enhancement, which makes it somewhat similar to eugenics. You can explore this and other similarities and differences between these scientific fields. Designer babies in genetic engineering. A designer baby is a genetically modified embryo with undesirable traits removed and favorable ones added. With this technology, we can get babies free from inherited diseases, which seems positive. However, genetic editing also allows parents to choose the child's sex, hair color, and other features unrelated to health. What consequences can arise if designer babies become legalized and widespread? The dangers of genetic engineering and the issue of human genes modification. Here, you can analyze the issue of genetic editing of human genes. The most concerning part is the genetic engineering of embryos. This is because these embryos will pass their modified genes to future generations, which can lead to unexpected results. In your essay, you can explore this and other risks involved in human enhancement with genetic engineering. A technique for controlling plant characteristics, genetic engineering in agriculture. In this essay, you can explore specific techniques used for genetically modifying crops. What traits are usually added to plants? How does genetic editing affect the productivity and resilience of crops? What unintended consequences can result from genetic engineering in agriculture? Answer these questions in your paper. Designer genes, different types and use of genetic engineering. For this topic, you can explore various types and applications of genetic engineering. For example, you can investigate somatic gene therapy and germline genetic engineering. Examine how they differ in their effects on future generations and which is deemed more acceptable in scientific society. Managing diabetes through genetic engineering. Type 1 diabetes, T1D, is a chronic autoimmune disease in which the pancreas doesn't produce insulin, a hormone helping blood glucose enter the body cells. Currently, treatments of T1D target only symptoms and prevent complications. But genetic editing has the potential to cure this disease. In your paper, you can review recent research evidence to learn how this technology can help manage T1D. Is the world ready for genetic engineering? Genetic engineering has a vast potential for humanity. However, are we ready to embrace all its advantages and avoid unexpected irreversible consequences? In your essay, you can explore the ethical and moral considerations that society has yet to develop before widely adopting genetic engineering.